Hello everyone and welcome back to IdiotCraft, the Minecraft series where you get to tell me, a professional artist idiot, what to do in the world. Well, that's usually what happens, but today is going to be slightly different. If you watched the last episode, you'll know exactly what I mean. So we've spent a little bit of time over the last few episodes kind of doing some work on this area over here. So we have our stables with our horse in there. Definitely need to get some more horses. Just up over this ridge we've done some quite major terraforming. We've created this waterfall and lake, and we've got our statue up here providing the water, these wheat fields around this water mill here, and of course we have our bridge which connects this section off over to the Badlands here. We have cleared out the mine that was right there in the Badlands, and then we will eventually have a path going around here and leading up to our original starter base. So I said in the last episode that I really need to get some kind of storage system. And one of the comments, even though I said, you know, I'm going to make the executive decision and we're going to do a storage system, one of the comments was I should probably build myself a proper house. And this is something I kind of had planned, but don't have any firm ideas for yet. What I do know is everything we've got over here, so the wheat farm and the other crops and of course the bamboo and the animals, I'd quite like them to be on this land over here. Have this as kind of the farming district, and then this up here actually where I live, and I kind of would like a big manor house. I'm kind of thinking, you know, manor house up here, maybe with a some kind of spire or turret, and then leading down to the cave under here, which I want to extend, and just prettifying this area much more. So I will have, of course, some decorative crops up there and a couple of animals, but most of it is going to be on this area over here. And I think with an impressive build up here, it will give us the impetus to have an impressive bridge going over to this section here as well, so we can have the two bridges and just make everything a little bit more connected. And of course the other benefit of having the house up there is that I can pretty much have a stairway coming down to this area, and then we are connected with our mine. We can have an additional storage area down here. Thinking over in this section over here, opposite the mine, might be where we have our nether portal, or maybe at the back here. I haven't quite decided yet, but I think this cave in general will be a good area for a nether portal. So as much as I love this little house and what it's done for us so far, yeah, I'm afraid it is time to say goodbye to it. I do think, however, we might rebuild it over there at some point, and repurpose the design, but as something else. But for now, yeah, I need to tear this down. I need to clear out some of these crops as well, and I need to plan out where the building is going to go. Okay, now as you can see, I have cleared out the whole house. I've filled in the land. There's still some path there, but I've left some of the crops here, but I have taken up all of the bamboo. In fact, let me show you what that just little strip of bamboo got us. Look at all of this. just from that, I think I'm going to definitely be able to make some scaffolding and other bits. No problem at all. So, now we are coming to thinking about the actual building itself. So I said I wanted to have a spire tower type of thing. I think this might be a good place to do that. It's kind of almost directly above where the cave entrance is below. And I think that'll be kind of a nice thing to look at from over in that direction. So what I've gone and done is I went and mined some different terracottas from over in the Badlands over there. So I have some terracotta, white terracotta, light grey terracotta, red and brown terracotta. And I'm going to use that to kind of map out the building and where I want it to be. And this is going to be my foundation, and that's where we're going to be actually having our storage system. Okay, so I have finished laying out my plan, and yeah, this might look a little bit confusing. Let me come down here and show you what I've got. So we already have this stairway coming up, which I'm sure is going to change in the future, but this white terracotta here, this is kind of like a boundary wall. And then coming up in here, this is actually the house. We've got a nice big entrance here. And then we walk in, we've got a fireplace there. We've got this one nice big room. This comes down, it comes off to the side here. So we've got this other bit just over here. And then just in this section here, we've got this little circular tower. So this is all very basic. This is kind of very much the foundations. And I'm going to be building up from here and expanding, I'm sure. But what I need to do now is go ahead and actually put in my foundation blocks and dig out my basement. And I think for that I'm probably going to use deep slate, because we are going to be going down into the mine from the house. So it'd be a nice transition from basement to mine. So I'm going to go down, I'm going to grab a load of deep slate and head back up. Okay, so what I'm doing is just going around and putting these deep slate cobble in at this level. So everything from the level of this terracotta here and up is going to be the house, but everything here is going to be foundation. So there's quite a lot of it, which is kind of underground level. All of this section over here, so we want that to be foundation. So that's what I'm doing first. So let me get all of that in. Okay, so now hopefully you can see a little bit clearer what the footprint of this building is going to be now that we've got all of this deep slate in. In fact, I can take this one out. There we go. So we've got this turret area over here, and then we've got all of this lovely room inside. However, this is the foundation level. The building will be above this. I need to dig out so much dirt from here, so I'm going to go and make several shovels and then dig down this area, because I want to go down, maybe 4, maybe 5 blocks. So we've got 2 here. That is a huge amount of dirt that needs to be moved. So I will be back once all of this has been dug out. And just like that, well, just like that for you, not so much for me, as I fall into my now giant basement. So the good thing with a basement like this, with this hill over to the side here, is actually if we wanted to extend the basement without extending the house above, we can just knock through here and dig under the mountain, which is great. But yeah, this is how we are looking. So the building is going to go on top of here. I need to build a staircase down into the basement, of course, which I think I might do over here. In which case it might be a good idea also to have this as the area for the staircase down to the mine underneath. Like that. I have a solid block there. That comes down to the basement. Excellent. And then from here, I think we could start coming down. So we have a nice entrance there. And then let's think, yeah, I think this will work nicely going down this way. Okay, so I had to use my F3 coordinates, but, you know, this thing where it brings you up information. Oh, it's a thunderstorm. But we now have this tunnel. So this, down here, if we go through here, and then all the way up here, I need to put in proper stairs. Ta-da! We are in our basement, and it's raining. So you know what? I might take the opportunity to go and do a little bit of fishing, just to, you know, pass the time a little bit. Okay, the rain has stopped. I did a little bit of fishing, fished up a couple of little goodies. But now it's time to think about the storage system. And just over here, in our kind of entrance area, I think might be a good place to do our storage system. So we've got a lot of real estate to work with here. So I think what I'm going to do is start laying out some chests here. So we're going to go 3 high, I think, along here. Now that is looking wonderful. Look how much we've got there. I do want to add some barrels as well. So up the top here, if I can get up there, let's get some scaffolding. There we go. Make this a little bit easier. So we're going to do a line of slabs across here so that we can still open our chests. There we go. And then in front of these, do I have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm 1 short. But so what I want is, there we are, line of barrels. And I'm 1 barrel short, but I'm pretty sure I've got some others. But there we go. This is going to be our storage system. Once I get that last barrel in, and then we're going to play with some signs. Okay, so I've made a slight change to this, just because I always thought if you put a barrel over a chest, that chest could open, but apparently not. So I put the barrels out like this, so they're extended out a little bit. So it's still absolutely fine. We still get all of the storage that we want. Now it's time to label everything. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows of chests. And it just so happens I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 types of wood. So we've got birch, dark oak, oak, acacia, spruce, cherry, and bamboo. So let's put these into kind of a gradient order, I think. So like this, like that. And then let's do dark to red to cherry. Now, why have I ordered all of these up? Well, I'm going to make some signs. It's been a while since I've made signs, but I believe... Oh, yeah, we get 3 per one. How many high did I do? I think it is 3. That'll be fine. So, bamboo signs. Birch signs. Way too many oak signs. That's fine. Spruce signs. Dark oak sign. Acacia sign, and cherry signs. So the signs have changed since I last used them, in that you can now actually edit them as you go, and you can colour them and all sorts. So what I'm going to do is on the front of each of these, I think I need to crouch. Yeah, and I'm just going to place them. I'm not going to worry about typing them just yet. But there we go. Look at that, and we can still access all of our chests just like this, no problem at all. And we've got this lovely colourful display of all of our signs. There's some extra storage above on these barrels. So as I said, you can edit these signs. If I click on this one, I can type wood, for instance. There we go. And then if we decide actually this section is going to be wood and this is going to be stone, I can just click on it and type stone. There we go. So nice and easy. So what I'm going to do now is start moving over items into these chests and sorting them into some kind of order. Then that will be our storage system done for now. Whew. I don't mind telling you, that was one heck of a task. And actually, got all of these chests. I think I might need some more in the future to further separate things out. But actually, as it is right now, it's fine. So for instance, logs and planks. There we go. Stairs and slabs of wood. Fences, trapdoors, doors. Deep slate. Put my teeth in. Deep slate and turf. Cobblestone, you get the idea. We've got all of these things. Down here we've got things like mob drops, which of course includes wool, which in the future might need its own section. We've got gems, which at the moment also has obsidian and amethyst in there as well. Cooked stone and nether blocks. We might need to further separate that out in the future, but we've got our sapling seed and growing things like cactus and lily pads and our azaleas and seeds, and we've got raw food, which is veg, and then we've got raw food, which is animal, and then we've got cooked food. Yeah, this has been actually a lot of organisation. And then these ones up here, more kind of miscellaneous stuff. So I've got books and enchanted books up here, which I will go into bookcases at a later point when we get our enchantment setup done and do a bit more storage there. We've got tools there. We've got some miscellaneous things here, horse armor, clocks, whatnot. We've got flowers in this one. We've got railway tracks and lanterns there. Got armor, and then at the end just a few more miscellaneous bits. I have cleared out everything, so if we were to go back down into the cave mine below, you would see that all of the chests that we had down there are completely empty. Everything is now here. That is storage done. This basement still needs a little bit of work in terms of texturing and theming. But for today, I think I've got done exactly what I wanted to do, and that is just to get that storage system set up. And this is not going to be it. Oh, no, no, no. For instance, if we just go over here, in our mill over here, of course, we've got all of these wheat fields, so there will be a lot of wheat storage there. But of course, it's really good to have it in your home base as well. So I've got a bit of everything in here, but there will be other sections. So for instance, down in the mine, I'm sure there will be plenty of chests filled with deep slate and cobble and all that other stuff. But for now, I'm actually really happy with the progress that we've made. It doesn't feel like a huge amount, but honestly, it really, really is. So next time, I think we'll be working a little bit on the house, but of course, leave your comments down below on what you would like me to do, whether you have a challenge for me or a specific thing you want me to work on. I take it all on board, and whichever one gets the most votes is what I will be doing in the next episode. But for now, as always, I really hope you've enjoyed today's video, and until next time, goodbye.